about functions and closures. Functions are self-contained chunk of code that perform a specific task. So basically, we write function to perform a specific task. So we have some code in block and we write it with a function. So first, defining and calling a function. To define a function, first we need to use func keyword as a for defining a variable we have where, for defining a constant we have let, same for defining a function we have func, then function name, then function parameter and return type. What is a function parameter and return type? Function parameter are those parameters which we need within the function. Like we need to change any value, we need some initial value from user. So these are called initial. These are called function parameters. And what is the return type? The function which is returning the value, which value he returned, it's called return type or return value. So we go with some example. Like we need to write a function of addition of three integers. So we firstly we write func keyword, then name of function like addition. Now parameters. So to add three numbers or three integers, we need three integers first. So we write the first integer, type of int, then second integer, following type int, then third one, and also type of int. Now a return type. Like same like when we add the integer, we adding of three integer make a one integer. So to give some result, we need to return a return type or return value. So return type is also integer. So this is the defining a function. Now function have some chunk of code. So the addition function have the code to add these three numbers. So we declare a number let sum equal to sum is the addition of these three. First int plus second int plus third int. Now return. Now we need to return a function. Return sum. If we write anything after return, that is not bug. When a function sees the return, it will go out of scope. So firstly we check this. Now firstly we need to calling a function. Calling a function is to use this function is called calling function. Like we need to call and print the value. So we just use this in print addition, first value 12, second value 14, third value 19. Now we print it. So this is the calling a function. We can store the value received by function calling in another variable. So you can see this is the result as 45. So what is the benefit to write a function? We can call multiple times this function. Now we again need to add any other three numbers. So we can add it like 7, 9, 2. So same thing we can call again and again and we get good result. So calling function make code readable, along with it reduce our work. So like same like they write a function greet for person. So They take a string as a person name and return a greeting message. Greeting message is hello, their name. So when we call person Anna, then hello Anna. When we call person Brian, then they result is Brian. Then result is hello Brian. Function without parameter, without return type. The parameter and return type are not compulsory for any function. Like uh, like we need to write a function which we just print some uh, greeting message like what more name message. So we don't need any parameter. It's just print some message. So we print good morning message. So we do not need any return type. So both are optional. If we need, then we can write, or else we do not need it. So we first create a random number where random equal to int dot random range 0 to 9. Now we read 9 good morning message. So we for creating 9 good morning message, we use an array where message array equal to 9 messages for 10 messages. First, good morning. Second, have a nice day. Third, have a good day. God bless you. morning. So we have 10 messages, morning message, and we want to print any one of them randomly. So we create a random number which will be between 0 to 9. Then we just print it, print message array random. Now we remove the function here. Now we calling the function print good morning message. Sorry, we do not need to call print because we have print already. Print good morning message. We call the function, and you can see it will be, and if we print it again and again 4 5 times, you can see it will be random. Sometimes it's print Jashwina, this time it's morning, sometimes good morning, sometimes good GM, sometimes good best. So this is the function without parameter or without any return type. So it always be an optional value. Uh, the parameter may be optional, may not be, and same for return type may be optional or may not be. Both can be same time optional, both can same time exist. Function with multiple. We have parameter one or more than one. So we can also zero two. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, any numbers according to our requirement. So the entire function is multiple return value. We can also return the multiple values in a same function, like min max function. So we have array, we need to find minimum number of array and maximum number of array. So we have return type, we have two values in return, like min in int or max in int. So firstly we take an array as an input. So current min, current max, we run the array, we check the minimum value and maximum value. After full for loop, we find a minimum value and max value and then return it like this. Function argument label. To specify some label on the argument, we can use this like this. We have, we have some function and argument label and parameter. So in parameter name we can provide a label so user can see the argument label, not a parameter name. So like with this, we are greeting a person from his hometown. So the web parameter name is person and hometown. But hometown has an argument label from. So when you call the function, it will call from greeting from Bill, greet person Bill and from the location of the hometown. Default parameter value. We can provide some default value to the parameter by in the function parameters. So like we have some function, we have parameter 1 in type, we have parameter 2 in type, we can provide some default value equal to 12. If user did not provide this value, then we it's always call the default value. like we call some function with both value 3 and 6, then it will use 3 and 6. If we call some value with only 4, you did not use 6, then it will use 12. Now we have closures. Closures like a same type of function. It's the same. Closures are self-contained block of functionality that can be passed around and used in your code. You can pass it the closure, you can use it closure. So what is the difference between the closure and functions? So first difference is like a function है func keyword and function name. Closure did not have any keyword or name. So what is the syntax of closure? Closure syntax is it's have only block in which you can provide parameter return type. You can write in and then the statement which will be used in the closure. So like you can see this. We have an array of name we need to sort. So we have two parameter string 1 string 2 return bool and you can return the value. You can use it what you want. So same like the our out function print good morning message. If we did not if we write the closure for this, so we do not have any name anything here. We remove all the things. We have just parameter type. If parameter is nothing, then we just provide these. Now return type. If return type is nothing, then we provide these in. Now how to use the closure? You can call this within the function. You can pass this anywhere. In this case, we can store it as a variable. You can store closure as a variable too, where print so now calling this, we are calling it like a print getting. So you can see for calling a closure, you can call it like a function with the variable name. You can store it in variable and you can call it like a function. Along with you can pass a variable in some function too. Like we have a function like a func print message from closure we take closure as a parameter. So this is the parameter for closure, like a type of closure and some name closure, which you just call this closure only. So now we call this function print image closure. You can write your closure here, or you can pass it here like now you can see the combination of closure. Closure can be a parameter, closure can be a return type. So it will print. So now we read some values about what are they saying. Like in short function, we have name array. This is predefined function by Swift itself. We can show the string array by passing it a closure. We have string one, we have string two, and bool, and we can pass it. We can check it. So if we do this thing same like that. We have a function which take up closure as a parameter. So when we call this function, we can write the code here, or we can pass it itself. It's called trailing closure. We can use a completion completion failure closures as a completion closure or failure closure. So like we have loading the picture from server. So we download the server picture from server. If we found any picture, then we pass in completion closure. Or in case of failure, we can pass in on failure closure. So when we call this function load picture, we pass first closure like this, failure closure is like this. So like in our last function, if we did not have any closure here, now we call this function print closure. So this is the trailing closure. Now we can write anything here. Print good morning. You see this. Capturing value. To store the value of closure, it's called the capturing value of capturing closure. So like we have function incrementer. We pass the value, we need to increment it. So now we have another function within the function. This is called a nested function, and we call an incrementer. Within incrementer, the total value to amount, and now we return this incrementer. So we return this closure. So we can return function. So this is we return it the function here. Escaping closure, we can escape the value like when we need to download picture from server, we do not know when the response is returned, so we need the reference when it returned. So we use the escaping keyword here within the closure. So how it works, like you can see, you can see here itself we have a completion handler. We have some function with escaping closure like we have some API code. So firstly we request it from server, or when we got the response we can the closure within a function. But for this, for escaping we need to provide at the rate escaping as a keyword. This is all about function and closure. Have a nice day.